Mickey, how's Michael Clark?
He's going off for an MRI now. He's done something to his hamstring. We'll know the extent of that tomorrow.
How do you feel about the possibility of Shane Watson captaining Australia on Boxing Day?
Yeah, look, it is a distinct possibility. I think it'll be a really good challenge for Shane. We'll learn a lot about Shane and we'll learn a lot about his leadership ability. I'm confident he'll come through that very, very well. So if it does materialise, it'll be a really good opportunity for him.
You see some parallels with Adelaide here, going into the last day, you need the wickets, you're a bowler down.
Surely in 90 odd overs, there's 8 balls that have got wickets on them. Similarities, I think the wicket's probably playing a little bit more deceptively now. I feel we're in a better shape in terms of our attack, simply because we've got Watto. We only had 2 bowlers and 2 quicks and Nathan in Adelaide. So yeah, similarities I guess are there, but full confidence that we've got an attack that has the ability to get those 8 wickets tomorrow.
Mickey, Michael's obviously got quite a bit of tactical ability to use out there. How do you weigh up the value of that versus having him on the treatment table, I suppose, and trying to get him fit?
He'll get all the treatment he needs. He'll certainly get that after hours tonight, and he'll get that tomorrow. He'll get that between breaks. I think you'll have to cut Michael's leg off for him not to be out there. He certainly wants to marshal the troops, and I think he certainly wants to be there. If hopefully sometime tomorrow we can clinch a win.
Are you risking exacerbating the injury by being out there?
Well, we don't know exactly the extent of the injury just yet, so we'll wait for the scan, and then once we got the scan, we'll be able to assess.
Can you tell us when he sustained the injury, and did that have an influence on putting Wade out at 5?
No, not at all. Wade was a tactical move to go and hit the ball, and we thought if Wade could get us a quick 30 there, it would just give us a little bit of impetus. And we wanted a left-hander because Herath obviously was the right-handers were finding it more difficult to play than the left-hander. So that was purely a tactical move. Michael did it when he was batting. Just towards the end of his innings, he chipped one over mid-wicket. And did it in the run there. So he did it when he was batting. There was no influence on Matty Wade going in earlier.
Ben Hilfenhaus, do you have an update on him?
Ben Hilfenhaus has a side injury. Certainly not a starter for Boxing Day, and we'll see after that.
And just on Clark, if he doesn't come up for Boxing Day, who do you think could replace him in the batting order? And is Haddon a possibility at all?
Look, we'll discuss that tonight. That batter, whoever it is, would have to be part of our extended squad, and there's possibilities. Haddon's one of them, Quiney's one of them, and certainly Usman Khawaja is very much in the frame. So, Alex Doolan's played well. So. We'll have those discussions tonight. Sort of no clarity just yet.
Mickey, being a bowler down, were you encouraged with the apparent improvement in Mitch Starc for this innings compared to the first innings?
Yeah, I thought Mitch was outstanding today. There was a little bit of reverse swing on offer. He has the ability to get it really full and swing it. So I thought he bowled well. I thought he bowled well in patches again in the first innings. But again, Mitch is a developing bowler. He's been on a journey for a year with us where we've allowed him some time in England. We've developed him as best we could, and he's just improving all the time. So I was really excited by what I saw today.
With the original Mitch, what's his dance card looking like up to the Boxing Day test? What have you got him doing? Mitchell Johnson.
Yeah, Mitchell at the moment is back in Perth. We'll assess tomorrow the extent of all our players. We'll then have a look at how that impacts on their BBL. Mitchell has got a training program. Mitchell is bowling in Perth at the moment, so he's doing his training out there.
Mickey, were you looking at something more than a 394 target?
No, not at all. We had sort of 380, 390, 400 in mind, but we wanted to bowl from tea time. So tea time was always the time that we were looking at. We felt that gave us enough time to bowl Sri Lanka out.
Mickey, is there any chance that should Michael be ruled out, that the captain could come from outside the current 11 and not be shown?
No, to be honest, I don't think so. And again, I'm only talking as one of five on a panel because we haven't had any discussion around that. I wouldn't have thought. I think it would be an ideal opportunity for Shane Watson to captain if Michael's ruled out.
Mickey, is Peter Siddle got an ending again to go another long half hour like he did in Adelaide?
Yeah, look, I hope so.
And how's he feeling? Because Adelaide knocked him around, obviously, when he had to...
Adelaide knocked him around, and I think, you know, who knows? We're trying to manage as best we possibly can, and I think we'll see the benefits, hopefully, of Sid's not playing in Perth. Hopefully tomorrow, you know, if we can bowl Sri Lanka out and get the win, I think that, you know, we would have hopefully had the fruits of Sid's not playing in Perth. Sid's couldn't have played in Perth. It was as simple as that. You know, as much as we would have loved to have Sid's on the field, it was a grand final for us. It just was physically impossible.
Jess. I know it's sort of been overshadowed for the day, but at the start of the day saw a century partnership from Warner and Cowan. How do you sort of see their partnership going at the top of the order, and are you more sort of optimistic now that that'll be continuing into India and beyond?
Yeah, look, I am. I'd be lying if I didn't say that. I'm really hoping that our top three blossom from here on in. You know, we need a solid top three. You need any Test team needs a solid top three. And I've been really impressed by the performances this Test match. So I just hope they can go from strength to strength because it settles the top six for us, and that's really important for us to get that top six nice and settled.
Yeah. Bit of a light-hearted one, but what did you think of Warner's switch hit for four there?
Yeah, I loved it. We want Dave to always to go out and play with that freedom. You know, we want Dave to. Dave plays best when he has that intent. When he's looking to score, he makes good positions. He's got to be looking to hit the ball, and that's one of the benefits of having Dave at the top of the order, is that he can play like that and he can take games away from the opposition. I guess that's why we like him so much and why we pick him. So, yeah, we want him. We encourage him to play. Just don't want him to get out to it.
Yeah.
How much is facing Rangan and Harath today, and you will do again in the next couple of tests on deteriorating pitches? Is that going to help ahead of India? Yeah,
look, I think it will. He's a quality performer, and I think he's shown it this year. He's got a phenomenal record this year. So, yeah, hopefully that goes some way to giving us a little snippet, I guess, of playing Odja or Jadeja, whoever it is in India. And Herath is a really good bowler, so yeah, looking forward to that confrontation through the summer.
And how do you feel about that scheduling crossover that's been talked about in the last 24 hours, whether the ODIs here are going on while there are warm-up matches in India?
Oh, look, it's inevitable. With our scheduling at the moment, it's that type of stuff's inevitable. For us to give best possible preparation to the Test squad, we've got to get as many of them into India as soon as we can so they can prepare properly for what's going to be a tough 4 Test matches. And that's in no way disregarding the one-day competition in Australia. We'll split our staff. I'll definitely stay through, see the one-dayers out. I suspect Michael Clarke's fit, he will do the same because we've got that responsibility to the Australian public and to the sponsors, but we wouldn't be preparing ourselves properly for the 4 Test matches if we didn't give ourselves maximum opportunity to go out to India earlier and prepare for those Test matches. Hey, Greg, how are you?
You well?
Yeah, good. As good as can be, thanks.
If you name Siddle, Stark, Johnson in a squad for the second Test, you'll probably be looking for at least one other quick in that squad. Who were some of those candidates?
Well, all I can say is that right now we've had a list of bowlers leading into our summer, and we well down the list at the moment. But it's going to be a fantastic opportunity for a couple of those guys, and I guess the names that have been on everybody's lips would be a guy like Jackson Bird. It could be Nathan Coulter-Nile, and again that will form part of the discussions we have tonight.